What's going on, family? It's your man DeAndre Saxon back for another video. Yes, we got two today. So you want to quantum leap to the next level in your life. You don't want to go 5%, 10% growth. You want to go 0 to 100. You want to go to the next level. You know what's possible. As you know, real life is just like Grand Theft Auto. It's a video game. Using your consciousness, you can bend the reality around you. The physical world is plastic. It will bend to your reality by using your conscious mind. Don't believe me? Look around your room right now. Look around where you're at. Everything that you see, the table, the tree, the laptop, the phone you're using right now to watch this video, it was created in the imagination of another person. We are co-creators with God on this earth. And that co-creation starts with your imagination. So if you're going to want to quantum leap to the next level in your life, which is a physical manifestation, we're going to have to first start right here. Let's make it happen. Guys, if you guys are watching me for the first time, make sure you subscribe below. I studied with the famous Bob Proctor for 2.5 years before he passed away. And when I met him, I was struggling for 5 years. And after just understanding a couple principles, I took my business from 0 to 100,000 a month in 45 days. Completely changed my life and built a 7-figure business by the time I was 25. And I give you guys free value right here on YouTube, so you guys can go ahead and do it for yourself. So that's what we define as a quantum leap. Like, let's be honest. Like, when I went to that level, like my family thought I was like selling drugs. Like, that's crazy. Like, nobody does that. Like, I didn't come from money. My family didn't come from money. So when I started earning this kind of money, there's some periods I'd make more in a day than my grandparents had made their whole year. And it was all because of psychological shifts that I had made in my conscious mind, my subconscious mind. And some of the things we're going to talk about in this video that shifted everything for me. So what is a quantum leap? We define a quantum leap as going to the next level. A quantum leap comes from metaphysics and this idea that atoms are both particle and molecule, that they're everywhere and nowhere at the same time, that they're liquid, that they don't actually materialize until consciousness actually observes it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take your life from the first floor to the penthouse, and we're not going to take the stairs. We're going to take the elevator, and the only way that's going to happen is by changing your subconscious mind and changing how you see yourself. As you know, and we're going to get into some real heavy stuff here, so stay tuned, okay? So we live on 3 physical planes of existence: spiritual, intellectual, and physical. Okay, so the spiritual world, that's the fastest form of vibration, okay, the fastest frequency. And how do I know that? Close your eyes right now. We'll do a quick little experiment. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine your dream life. Okay, let's be more specific. Imagine your dream car. Okay, if you don't like a car, look at a house. Okay, so let's look at this dream car. Close your eyes. Okay, now what kind of car is it? All right, now at the snap of my finger, I want you to change the images that I give you. Okay, now what color is it? Okay, make that car yellow, make that car red, make that car green. Perfect. Now make it purple. All right, now get out of the car. Now get back in the car. Who's sitting next to you? Okay, come back to me. You saw how instantaneous every time I said change the color, hop in the car, hop out of the car, immediately your imagination created it. So that's what I mean by the imagination is the highest form of vibration, because that you created that. You saw it in your mind. So instantaneously it was done. You didn't desire to go into the car. You didn't desire to make it purple. It just was. It just is. Consciousness is the authentic voice of God, and consciousness is actually the I am that lives in you. So I am is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's only the present moment. So using your conscious mind, you can actually create in the present moment, and it's an instantaneous thing, as you just saw in that example. So we just got this idea of what the spiritual world is like. Now let's go into the second world, which is the intellectual world. That's your mind, right? Your mind is not your brain. If you think about that, when you die, your brain's still here, but you're gone somewhere else. What the mind is not a thing. It's an activity. The mind is in your heart. The mind is in your toenail, right? It's in every aspect of your body. It's part of your personality. So using this part of you, you have been gifted something called your imagination, your ability to make plans. Right? What separates us from all the living creatures? A bird can only be a bird. A dog can only be a dog, but you can create whatever you want. You can be a firefighter. You can be a content creator. You can be a YouTuber. You can be a businessman. You can be a Forex trader. You can literally build whatever life you want. And that's because of that second level, that intellectual mind, your ability to use your imagination and form plans and create and solve problems. And then we have the physical world, right? That's where you actually see it now. That's where you actually hold the book. You hold the manifestation. You hold the money. And all of everything that you're holding in your hand was first a manifestation of what was first held in the mind. Because remember that example we just did with the imagination? It's instantaneous. You saw whatever you have in your life, whether you like it or you don't like it right now, you have manifested that based on the images and thoughts that you've created in that conscious mind using your imagination. So if we're going to want a quantum leap, we have to take that. It's like a wild horse. You've let it run all over the place. So by watching my content, make sure you subscribe below, because every day I put out multiple videos so that you can get your consciousness in check and build the life that you want. Take control of your attention and build the life that you want. Bend reality around you, bend the 3D world, because you can do that. But you're going to have to learn these principles. So subscribe below, right? So you have let your consciousness run like a wild horse. And what we're going to do is we're going to rein it back in, take control of it, and move it in the right direction of the life that you want to create. So to have a quantum leap in the physical world, we must first have a quantum shift in the conscious mind. So I want to go ahead and read this off for you. This is, by the way, this is from Neville Goddard and Power of Awareness. You must assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled until your assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. You must imagine that you're already experiencing what you desire. If you're going to want a quantum leap, we have to imagine as if you have it already. Just like in that example, if you keep desiring or wanting something outside of you, you're never living in the present moment. The great I am, consciousness, is only present. That's the only place. So in order to have a shift in your reality, you have to actually start acting like you have it now. But not just, saying it and talking it. You have to actually walk as it. You have to think, act, walk, and feel like you're that person. That's how you're going to actually quantum leap. As weird as it sounds, I started acting like I had 100,000 months before I ever had it. So funny. I don't think I've told this publicly, but I used to run Zoom calls because for me, I think it's about 30 clients if I did that math right back in the day. So if I had 30 clients, that's 100,000 for the month. So I would run Zoom calls by myself, like nobody else on the call. And I would act as if I was doing client calls. And I would see the 30 people in my mind on the Zoom call, and I would act like I was doing that. And I did that for a couple weeks, and it actually came true. So you have to actually act. As weird as it sounds, you have to, like, as an actor, play the part before you ever have it. You're gonna have to. It sounds weird, but you're gonna take this imagination. So you already have an idea of what you want to create, but the missing part that you're probably having in your manifestation to quantum leap to the next level is the emotions and the actions. You have to actually act and feel as if you have it, and do some weird stuff like that. Like, go and test drive the car. Go look at the car. Go look at the house. Run the Zoom call if you have a coaching business or client business. Act as if you have it already, and what will happen is you'll close the gap between where you want to go and where you're at now. So you have to actually act as if you have it. That is, you must assume the feeling of the fulfillment of your desire until you are possessed by it. And this feeling crowds out all other ideas out of your consciousness. So we have to take control of that consciousness. You have let it run by the 3D world. You look at your outside world, you look at your bank account, you look at how many followers you have. And based on what the outside world is doing, it controls your inner world. You have to understand that the outside world is a reflection of the inside world. If we're going to want to make a shift in the 3D world outside of us, we must first have a shift inside of here. But James Allen said the hardest thing a person can ever do is think, because thinking is not looking at the outside world and reacting to it. Oh my God, my bank account says this. Oh, my life says this. Based on what I see, then you start to feel emotions. That's not thinking, that's reacting. To think is the whole division of what you have your life as here. To see it in your imagination and see it, feel it, and act it until it becomes manifest. Because now you're starting to think that this is the real world. You have raised your awareness to the point that you understand that consciousness is the only reality, that this 3D world is plastic. It will bend to your reality, and that the only state then is consciousness. I am. So when your I am becomes so real in here, you have to see it long enough until you raise your vibration. You start to attract this people, situations, and circumstances until it becomes manifest. That's what James Allen said that a person can do, is to think. Do this long enough, you'll create a new reality, and just in a matter of a couple months, you'll look back and be like, what did I do? And you'll never go backwards. You'll never fall asleep again. And you'll realize how important your attention is. Everybody wants it. Mark Zuckerberg wants it. Elon Musk wants it. Everybody wants your attention, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. By taking control of your emotions, by reining in that wild horse that you've let run wild, whether it's the 3D world, whether it was your mom or society, whatever it was, you're no longer going to let that wild horse run. You're going to take control of your consciousness. You're going to put the attention of the life that you want to build. You're going to see it. You're going to act on it. You're going to feel as if it's real, and you're going to walk in the wish fulfilled. And then you'll look back and you'll wonder, how was I sleeping? And you're going to love your life. Guys, if you like content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel below. Every single day I put out content, how you can level up your life as a man. We talk about locking in, gym content, leveling up your consciousness, working on your self-image, and going to the next level. So guys, if you like content like this, you want to be locked in, you want some more in-depth stuff. Some of you guys have been messaging me on Instagram. I had like 3 DMs from you guys. I watch all your comments. I look at all your messages. A lot of you guys are reaching out to me. Just go in the link in the description below. Join the school community. It's very affordable for many of you guys. My high ticket coaching is several thousands of dollars, as you can probably imagine, because we're quantum leaping to the next level. But for some of you, that's a good start. But if you've been stuck between 10 to 20,000 a month for the last couple of months, then reach out to me on Instagram. I have something else for you. But anyways, all those descriptions, you'll find the link in the description below. But every single day, I'm putting out content so you guys can level up and go to the next level. This is DeAndre. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care.